ladies and gentlemen, I welcome every last one of you to the Evernight Saga Session 3.0. I am Game Master Shade, your master of ceremonies and all things luck and related bad, and we'll see how it goes. And tonight, we bring you the next installment of our story. Last week, when we were all together, some very interesting things had happened. See, our players had come across a bit of a split dynamic, if you will. Our wonderful Mirth and Allie had gone in pursuit of an almost lupine-like creature of monstrous proportions, while the rest of our crew stayed back at the enchanted Pixie Inn, taking a portal to the Underrealm and encountering some of the denizens of hell itself. After being given a little bit of a clue and an offer that Nasha just couldn't resist, they re-entered the mortal realm on a mission. Ironically, not very far from where Allie and Mirth had tracked down this monstrous beast. With a crap ton of battle and some unusual amounts of luck, they managed to subdue the creature, only to find out it wasn't acting on its own. It had a master, a lich of sorts. And after some more unusual events, the lich itself managed to give up its phylactery after being commanded by one of our players, to which Nasha absorbed it and turned the soul itself free and converted it into a soul gem to use in exchange for another person. In the process of filing off the witch, however, something bad happened. The previously large monster had the illusion pulled off it to recover and show a person that somebody in our crew has been looking for quite some time. Allie herself has been searching for this gentleman. They know them to be a man named Ivan. And that is where we return our players today. In the middle of the Glowstalk Forest, after literally done battle with the monstrous entity and the lich. And our perspective today will start with Allie. When last we had been together, you had just managed to find Ivan, bruised and battered, though they'd been beaten through the illusion. You managed to catch their form a little bit and try to pull it in, crying in agony. So, do tell us, what are you thinking today? As usual, you have your three components of a turn: movement, combat when it's applicable, and roleplay, as well as your various checks and things. So, how do you start us off today?
I think at this point, I'm kind of making sure that Ivan is okay because of a certain someone, Mirth, who I really want to smack right now, because they almost killed him. I'm having to make sure that he's okay, and make sure that even though he's not conscious, that he's more or less comfortable and all that kind of stuff. So I'm kind of worrying about him a little bit, and also about how am I supposed to bring him back completely at this point? Because it's really the only thing I think on Allie's mind.
Understandable. Do you have medicine in your chart as a skill by chance?
Let me check. Give me just a moment.
The moment is being given.
No, I do not. I do have it as a skill, but it is not something I am proficient in.
So you won't get a proficiency bonus, but you are able to roll for it. So it means roll me your d20, and you're going to have to do better than the initial challenge set for the day of... Ooh, that's a 17. Odds are not looking great. Let's see what you can do. Roll the dice and see what luck chooses for you.
I got a 9.
Ooh, I'm afraid, though you were used to treating yourself in the wild and relying on your natural regenerative properties to heal you, you were not as skilled in the medical treatments of another being. You can tell that their pulse is erratic, but somewhat stable. Their breath is steady and falling in a regular rhythm, but you're not seeing any rapid eye movement, detecting dreaming, or any state like that. What do you do?
I'm trying to think here.
Oh, indeed.
I think a lot of it, too, is so much has happened in a span of, maybe what would you say, 2 to 3 days?
Roughly.
It's just I feel like she's got a lot on her mind right now, and, he's definitely at the top of the list. I guess at this point, she kind of looks at him for another minute or two and then kisses his forehead and walks off to kind of clear her head. And it doesn't even matter, I think, at this point, what direction she's going off into.
All right. DM will pick the direction that you walk into then. I will use a die system. Just a moment. You walk to the southeast, deeper
Okay.
into the glow stalks. Are you paying attention at all to your surroundings, or are you just walking?
I think as always, I'm kind of on alert just in case something does pop up. So I'm kind of listening and checking the sense around just in case there's something that's off, unusual. That way, it's like nothing really, more or less, can sneak up on me without me knowing or hearing it first.
Understandable. So you're kind of walking off through the stalks, kind of thinking to yourself, keeping to yourself. Is there anything else you do while you're doing this, I wonder?
I think the amulet that I picked up, I kind of have it in my hand and I'm kind of rubbing it with my thumb as I'm walking. Just, you know, like I said, at this point, she's kind of keeping to herself at this point. It's just how she deals with things.
I understand. As you are walking off into the glow stalks, please roll for me an investigation.
All right.
Challenge will be a 19 from the DM. Oh, goodness. Who are you and what have you done with my dice?
I got a 19 to match.
On a match, you're hearing various types of wildlife crunching about the stalks. The chitter of various birds, claws raking across the soil, twigs and branches snapping, various low grumbles and growls off in the distance. But not far from your presence, you hear a very steady tum-tum, 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 tum-tum. A steady thump of a heartbeat. Soft, distant, but steady, always present in your ears.
At this point, I think Allie's aware of it in a sense of she's not trying to let them know that she knows. So it's like she continues on until whoever or whatever it is makes its move at this point. But she's ready for anything at this point. I feel
I
like
understand. Is there any roleplay you'd like to do on your turn, since combat's currently not on the table?
not at the moment. No.
Then would you like to pass turn?
Yes.
You are making your way out further into the stalks. Your group of allies that were behind can hear your steps slowly petering off into the distance, until not even a whisper of the noise is heard. As our perspective pops to our second player for the day, Mycella. Now, Mycella, you have recently joined our little merry band of adventurers, having gone through to the Underrealm in order to help Nasha find some clues as to how to deal with the Lich. You were right with her when her scorpion-like tail flung out, breaking the soul and reabsorbing it into something known as a soul gem. You have seen the body of Ivan, who is still kind of laying in a heap on the ground, and you watched your ally disappear off into the glow stalks. How do you address the world?
I want to assess the area around me.
Beautiful. Then if you would, please roll for an investigation. That's a 2. Oh no, a 2.
Well, that's a 7.
Oh, and a 7. As you're aware, some of the glow stalks had been damaged in your battle with the enlarged creature. The ground scorched, even parts of the earth uprooted in your upheaval of the Lich. You can see that there's still little motes of light in the air from when the body was disintegrated, almost as if very small pieces of spirit linger. For the Evernight likes to hold on to those that depart. You can see that various animal trails have been laid out everywhere. You can hear the various life forms moving off in the distance, almost as if extra ears are helping you to hear at all times. You can feel nature down to her roots. The gentle sway of the breeze along the stalks caresses your skin. At the moment, all is peaceful, as if nature itself is how it's intended to be. But you know better than anybody that nature can be very deceptive. At the moment, you sense no danger. How do you make that information, I wonder? What do you do with it?
Oh, hold on. Let me make sure that I remember correctly. I want to I want to lean down and I want to speak with the grass.
Absolutely. As you lean down and you slowly begin to commune with the grass, what is it you say?
Is there any danger near us presently?
You hear an almost chime-like voice at the back of your ears. No words, but images, instinct almost. You feel the impression of the sun, the smell of the sweet grass, the hum of the birds and the bees. But you feel a darkness lingering, the feeling of shadows and emptiness, a feeling of unnatural and corrupt, the scent of rot and decay. You know it to be coming from the southeast.
I scream out to the rest of the group to follow me, and I take off in a dead sprint.
Beautiful. You take off using your movement action. We'll say you're moving about 70 foot at this stage. Not close enough to catch up to Allie in her musings and walking, but enough to make some good distance. The others are at least aware of your movement. Is there anything else you'd like to do on your turn?
I do not think so.
Beautiful. Then we'll pop to our third perspective for today. Niram, after having just recently forced a lich to bring its... and I'm still laughing over that, but its phylactery out of its own robes in order for your ally Nasha to take it and absorb it. You've seen some unusual things occur. You literally just watched your ally book off into the glow stalks, having communicated with the grass, or at least to your perspective, leant down and appeared to be listening as if a voice of some kind was supposed to be talking. And you see them run at the speed of their little life form. What do you do?
I look. Quick role play.
Absolutely. Role play with yourself or another player. That way I know how to time it.
Who is standing right beside me right now?
Nearest players, based on turn order, would be Mirth and Magnus.
I lean towards Mirth.
All right. Then I'll put about 2 minutes on the clock since you said it's a quick one, unless you need a full 4. Do you need the full 4?
It's going to be a quick one.
I'll put 2 on the clock. Have fun, gentlemen.
She was talking to grass and then she just ran. What? Am I losing my mind?
Yeah, that's a bold move. I usually whisper my secrets to Moss. Grass gossips.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess we follow. It's gonna be... I can't believe I'm listening to somebody that talked to grass.
I've listened to weirder things.
Okay, well, Moss is something else. But grass? Let's go.
And I take it with that you use your movement?
Yep.
Using your quick action, I'll say you've managed to move 70 feet. Literally a couple of steps just behind Mycella as you see them taking off. Literally flipping and dancing off of the stalks in their pursuit to try and keep up speed. That is beautiful. Mirth, are you right on his heels?
Yeah, I'd jump up, click my hoofs together, and then book it.
Beautiful. Since it is your turn after that, do you want to initiate a role play or do anything else where you're literally booking it off on your high hooves?
Nope, just keep going.
You're single-minded. I respect that, sir. Just charging off into the woods. Punchline ready and able. And that brings us to our fifth perspective for the day. Off in the distance, not far from where most of you are slowly or rapidly, depending on your perspective, making your direction, there is a form off gathering supplies in the woods. Tall of frame, wide-bodied, able with a hardy, steely look in their eyes. They've been gathering various herbs and spices to prepare for a meal. Their eyes and ears perk up at the sound of quickened movement, the sound of hooves clacking against roots. Magnus, your time to shine.
I'd like to get in a fighting stance because I don't know who they are.
All right, you ready yourself in a fighting stance as you hear the oncoming movement. Second by second, your eyes are very quickly, sharply watching, listening in amongst the glow stalks for any visual signs. Your ears are strained, constantly on the ear. Nerves are tense, neck tight, body coiled and ready to strike as you watch a very small, lithe form dancing between the glow stalks, running almost along their general form and frame, followed quickly by a satyr, clicking their heels and running. Not far by another group of gentlemen. There's like a small group of people charging off into the distance, and you are literally in the middle of their path as you've been absentmindedly picking your herbs in preparation. The first to come upon you is the lithe form. How do you respond?
Strip them up. Let them fall to the ground themselves, and then get ready for the next one.
You're going to trip the person running towards you?
Yes.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so Mycella, what is your dexterity stat?
It's a 16.
Okay, so you're going to have to roll higher than a 16, Magnus, in order to trip Mycella, as she is literally dancing along the glow stalks in pursuit of her target. So you're going to have to, like, visibly get up in the air and try to take her feet out from under her. This is going to be interesting if it works.
All right, let me roll. Wait, D20?
Yes, it's a D20. So
Oh my God,
this would
18.
be... Oh, gosh. So as you see the light form approaching in the trees, you're almost like battle-hardened reflexes kick in, and you jump up in the air doing a half-ass somersault with your leg extended outward. And it's just enough to trip Mycella up mid-air. So you come landing down gracefully. Mycella just kind of tumbles down, lands in a bit of an undignified heap. No damage is taken, but you kind of landed flat on your face in the atypical scorpion position where the feet come backward to touch the head.
Yes.
Do you choose to role play?
Yeah.
Mycella, do you agree?
Yeah.
4 minutes on the clock. I got to see how this plays out. Have fun, you two.
Who are you? Why have you come to me?
I'm Mycella. I sense danger. What's going on here?
You weren't trying to attack me?
No, I'm not trying to attack you. But are you danger?
If you pose danger to me, then I will be danger to you.
I do not bring danger with me necessarily. And Mycella just kind of like, from where she's looking at, glares up at him. Why? Why did you trip me?
You were coming in my direction with unnatural speed. I thought you were trying to attack me, or ambush me.
Most people can't get me off my feet like that. I'm not sure whether I should be impressed or otherwise.
You don't have to be either. If you pose me no problems, then you can keep going your way.
Mycella gets up and brushes herself off and takes in the individual in front of her. What is your name?
Magnus Thornwind. Before you leave, could I ask about those hooves I hear? Are they friend or foe?
Oh, that's just Niram. He's a friend. Well, I say friend. I just met them. So friend for now.
So I won't have to attack them if they run into me.
I wouldn't attack.
All right. Good to know. I'll keep preparing my food then. Be on your way.
As you reach down to grab for your herb basket, you, my wonderful Magnus, and Mycella, both of you please do for me an insight check.
What D do I use?
That'd be a D20, and you'll
Alright.
see insight on your character sheet. So it'd be perception, in case you need a higher, one of you easier find. Same difference.
22 from Mycella.
Okay, 22 for Mycella. You're absolutely going to pass. Anything beyond a 9, you guys are going to pass.
22.
Oh, it's almost like it's a formality. As you two are kind of slowly addressing yourselves, you, Magnus, you reach down for your herb basket. The earth trembles. A very subtle vibration at first. You see a pack of individuals. You see a gentleman with hooves come skidding to a halt in the nearby clearing where you and Mycella are. You see a gentleman in a large cloak come stop. But what all of you hear is a thunderous stomping noise and the ground shaking more and more as bursting from the nearby stalks is a massive form, 3 stories tall, covered in silverish fur. You see enlarged wings on its back, almost dripping an unusual substance. Plant-like growths cover the entirety of its body. Large stone-like talons stick out from the front. Before you stands a swamp wyvern.
Not sure what to do. I get.
We're
I
in
guess I
combat
didn't-
currently.
Yeah, I was about to guess that.
Mhm.
Do I have any weapons on me, or do I just have my fists? I forgot.
You have the ability to call upon your certain weapon if you so wish to take that action now.
All right, I call upon my greaves. Greaves of the Growly.
You slowly enter a meditative stance, eyes closed, hands together, as a chromatic aura surrounds you. As you bring your hands apart and clench them into your fists, flames erupt from around you before they solidify into an almost silvery and onyx-colored pair of gauntlets. Large talon-like claws extended outwards from them, gems glowing along their surface. You know these to be the greaves of the gladiator. They are currently in their unawakened form, having only recently bonded to you due to your prayers. But you ready them nonetheless. Summoning them
Okay.
is a free action.
Could I try to take out one of the wings?
Absolutely. You can try and individually target one of the wings. Difficulty in order to hit the wing and do damage is going to be a 16.
Christ, hold on. 23.
Not even a problem. On a 23, you're going to be able to do double damage. So if you would, roll your damage for your fist and then double the total.
Holy Christ. Oh, I love that. All right. 15
Wouldn't be
plus
D&D without
15, that's
misclicks.
30.
30 points of damage.
Yeah.
On the 30 points of damage, you notice that you've managed to hit like one of the general folding joints along the main membrane. The wing is not moving as easily as it once was, so it is not flapping. You have grounded this particular creature on one side. The other wing still moves very easily, but right now it is hurt. It is taking an impairment for, and allow me to roll how many turns? Need my D4. Reach to my repository dice. 1 turn. So it takes the damage, but it has disadvantage for 1 full combat turn. Due to Ali being off in the distance, we will come to our second player, Mycella. It is you in combat currently with your allies due to proximity. So I will allow you a combat action before our perspective will cut to our wonderful Ali. So Mycella, what do you want to do in this moment?
I guess I would like to attack.
Please do. The armor class, in order to overcome the do physical damage, is a 16.
Okay, I still have Hunter's Mark going, so I'm going to use bonus action Hunter's Mark this creature.
Beautiful. As you activate Hunter's Mark, you see a glowing glyph, one that is native to your people, appear upon the creature's hide. You have advantage on tracking it. It cannot hide from you, and at disadvantage on stealth rolls.
25 to hit.
Oh, that's gone ahead easy. You're going to do that double damage. Anything over 20 is guaranteed crit with me. So, roll that beautiful damage.
24 damage.
24 points of damage, easily deducted from the creature's HP pool. You notice that as you have managed to do some damage, there's some singe marks along some of the plant structure, and this unusual colored liquid is oozing from an open wound. You don't see that it's closing very easily or trying to regenerate, but you notice an unusual odor present from the blood itself. You want to roll insight, see if you know what it is?
Yeah, absolutely.
Challenge is a 4. Oh no, double a 2.
15.
On a 15, you notice that this fluid is extremely toxic. If you were to come into contact with it, or heaven forbid somehow ingest it, it could be fatal, if not worse.
Okay,
You know this to be known as Demerare poison.
Okay, I want to make the party aware of that and let them know not to allow any of it to touch their skin or anything.
Absolutely. Please roleplay giving them the warning, and then we will pass a perspective to Ali, who's been off in the distance.
everyone, just giving y'all a heads up. This stuff is rather toxic. Don't touch it at all. Like, don't think about touching it. Don't get it on any of your weapons. No, just don't.
Beautiful. As your warning rings out across the crowd and it slowly seeps into their subconscious, our eye in the sky pops over and follows in on a lone figure, walking absent-mindedly, but not completely unaware, through the glowstalk forest, to where the glowstalks are real thick, almost wider than a man is tall. And the sounds of nature come to a very muted, almost dull roar. We find Allie in a moment of solace, to herself, thinking, brooding, contemplating and planning. Allie, the stage is yours. What do you do in this moment?
So, how far away is the creature from my location?
I would say, due to the amount of walking that you've done, it's about a good 200 to 300 feet or more away. Like, it is far enough away that your enhanced hearing is only picking up a dull roar that you have been basically attributing to wildlife.
So, I think at this point, during the time that she had alone, my character likes to meditate on problems and stuff, like process thoughts and all those kinds of things. So I feel like at this point she's kind of made up her mind about things, and hearing the roar, kind of like in a cinematic moment, her eyes snap open. She stands up and immediately dashes towards the sound as fast as she possibly can.
As you start dashing towards the sound, roll for me a dexterity save. That's a nat 20 from the DM. Holy crap.
Oh god.
So, about that roll,
Oh, I got a 20.
you match the DM as you go charging through those glow stalks. You're making your way towards that monstrous creature. You have just enough time to hop over what at first you appeared to be like a small little rift in the ground, but it quickly appears to be a large snapping pair of jaws from a large plant-like structure. You literally, by the hair of your head, have enough time to just go by as you hear a snap as the jaws lock and retreat down into the ground. The entire ground around you is surrounded by these plants. Every time you make a leaping, bounding jump, you're hearing snap, snap, snap. And now you realize what that thump, thump, thump noise was from earlier. In your musings, you walked into a snapdragon cluster. These are known as true snapdragons, for their heads look like dragons.
Man, I'm glad I rolled that 20.
I'd say the same, but I'm the DM. But you did beautifully, making yourself over these snapdragons, almost kind of like laughingly hopping over. You're getting closer and closer by the second. I will allow you to access your heightened senses for a speed boost to get close to the enemy. Do you choose to do so?
Yes.
With an adrenaline surge, your entire body almost shoots forward, a micro-sized shockwave literally appearing behind you as you momentarily break the sound barrier. Little stalks of the glow stalks like bend out of your way as you are forcing air away from you with that much velocity. You come to a screeching halt not far from where your allies are. Literally enough time to skid past the entire combat and land a couple feet away with your eyes wide on the situation. There is this large creature. You have no idea what this thing is yet, but you know it is big, and it appears to be a type of wyvern. It's covered in plant-like growths. There's weird, discolored, and foul-smelling blood dripping from it that immediately alerts your senses to danger. Like, you start going haywire. It is so strong, your senses have never picked up something of this nature before. It's almost disorienting by how strong it is.
I feel like if the scent is strong enough, my character kind of retches a little bit. If it's just that potent.
Makes sense.
So it's just because normally for anybody else, it's like they don't know. But for somebody like her, like, oh my God. It just so at this point, am I in combat or like am I just looking at this thing?
You are looking at it. You're not quite in combat, but I will tell you, you did not escape entirely unscathed. Though you managed to charge at hyper speed, getting past a good portion of the jungle's foliage, you notice that little bits of your attire have been eaten away by the snapdragons clapping at you. You have superficial scratches across your body that, to your surprise, are not healing as easily with your regenerative factor. It's almost as if it's been temporarily disabled.
I just kind of...
So your eyes almost widen as this knowledge sinks into your brain. I give the floor to you for a moment. What do you do?
I just kind of groan, like, oh, not again. Because at this point, I think she's had this happen quite a few times. You know what I mean? It's just annoying.
Oh, goodness. Yeah, I imagine over the years of adventuring, you have dealt with things temporarily taking your healing off the table before. So you're aware right now, and I will roll for how many turns this ability has been disabled due to your contact with the Snapdragons. You cannot self-heal for 2 turns.
Okay. How much damage did I take?
You took no physical damage. Again, it was superficial scratching, but because the Snapdragons made contact with your skin amongst your fur, your natural regenerative qualities have been dampened. Not permanently removed, but impacted by the various chemicals present in the plant.
Okay.
But you can initiate your part of combat if you so wish. Just realize for 2 turns, you cannot self-heal or regain your 1d6 worth of HP.
Yeah, I'm gonna go for it.
Enemy's armor class is a 16. What are you gonna go with it for? What are you doing? Tell me. Paint the picture. I gotta know.
All right, so I feel like I'm physically, if this works, I feel like I'm physically gonna jump on this thing's back, kind of like because I don't think anybody has seen me yet. So I'm gonna physically get on this thing's back and just stab it.
No, basically, as you come running through, all they can see is like turned up bits of dust and branches and debris. Your body hasn't like sunk in enough yet, so like you're still in that microsecond moment where you're at high speed. So yeah, in order to get on the creature's back, challenge is going to be it's a 4. So what's better than a 4? Whatever you're about to roll, I guarantee it.
Yeah, I think at this point, because it's like in microseconds, I'm assessing the situation, I feel like. So I'm going to run up and jump on it, and then stab into its back. So let's see. Hit dice. Oh, shoot. That's the first hit. Let's see what the second hit does.
The challenge to get up on its back was a 4. The armor class is a base 16. So as long as you rolled higher than a base 16 on both your rolls, you're good to go.
Oh, yeah. So I got a... Do I have advantage?
Due to the fact that, sneak attack is activated, you would have advantage. Like I said, you're still in that moment of bullet time, so nobody has time to react to the fact you just keep charging it at Mach 1.
So I'm going to... does sneak attack count as an action?
Counts as a bonus action, usually,
Okay.
because it adds extra damage. It means you get advantage on the strike, enemy gets disadvantage, and you do additional damage.
I feel like I'm actually not going to do sneak attack this time, because the rolls that I just got were pretty good. So,
you're just going full blat out. All right.
Yeah. Just make it as cinematic as possible. So,
all right. Describe to me how this attack looks, and then tell me your damage.
All right. So, because they both hit, the first hit was 25. The second hit was a 20.
Oh, goodness. All right. So 20 points of damage, or is that 22 hit?
No, the first 22 hit. So the first attack, because I have 2 knives. I have 2 knives, right? Or short swords in this case. Anyway, so the first attack to hit was a 25 to hit. So that's critical damage. The second attack to hit was a 20. So I haven't even rolled my damage yet.
Oh, goodness. So you've got 2 sets of crits. So roll for the first knives crit damage and then move on to the second and combine for a total.
All right. Okay. Let me calculate that.
And while you're taking the time to calculate, remember to give us a like and subscribe here on the Luckroll Chronicles, because with your support, we're going to grow even higher and we can bring even more adventures to you every time you do. Your help helps us even more. So thank you.
All right. So the amount of damage combined with both hits is 33. So what I'm going to do, like I said, I'm going to run up to this thing, kind of do like a little flip, stylish flip, and jump on its back and stab it with both my knives.
Oh, that's beautiful. Almost like you're coming down with them just to sink in, right, on the down swipe.
And I'm kind of biting my lip as I do it.
It's just savage knives coming down, wild
Yeah, my
look on your
eyes are
face.
yellow at this point. So yeah, I'm totally into it.
Oh, that is perfect. Your knives sink in, easily passing into the underlayers of flesh beneath the fur. They reach in and do damage. You hear an ungodly wail of pain and anger released from this creature, but you are holding on. It eats the damage, right? But you're in between the wing joints of this thing. It's like you are in the center of the wings. And you notice, just a little moment, that vines start to come out of the ground and attach to the creature beneath you. But you are very much locked in. So that'll pass us over. Go ahead.
I look at the crew and I just smile and I go, "Did you miss me?"
Oh, cornball point added for that one. Oh, gosh. All right. Moving on to our second player for the day. Mycella.
Yes.
You very easily notice your ally just kind of fling up into the air, do a flip, and just come charging down, slashing her daggers into the back of this creature. You hear the ungodly wail. What do you do?
I let out a little cheer on the inside, and I pull another bow.
Oh, beautiful. You're going to just take aim and shoot? Where are you aiming?
Yeah. I'm going to aim at the creature.
Where particular in the creature? You just going for a general body shot, head shot, wing shot?
I'm going for a trunk shot.
Ah, okay. Going for down in the body and the root?
Yep.
All right, that's a lower threshold for a challenge. That'll be a 12.
Well, that's a nat 20.
Oh, beautiful. You're going to do double damage, guaranteed. So please, roll that beautiful damage.
19 and 5's 24. 24. 27 damage.
Oh, beautiful. Almost like a little glow emits from the head of this arrow as you let it fly. You hear it whiz through the air, an almost musical tone to your ears as you watch it strike true. And you can see there's a little glowing mark left behind where you struck. Almost as if you aimed right for your target. But beautiful done. Do you have any other bonus actions you wish to take at this time?
No, I'm gonna hold off. Actually,
Beautiful.
no. Is there anyone
right.
around me that needs any healing?
Currently, no one has received damage yet.
Okay, then never mind. I will hold my bonus action.
Beautiful. It is the creature's turn. Creature is going to rear its head back in anger, and it is going to cast Earth Ball, a variant of Fireball. It has a 20-foot casting radius around itself, and it is casting it in a dome-like shape of defense, but using it in an offensive manner. Due to the fact that there is literally an entity on the creature's back, and there is one nearby, oh boy. Earth Ball is going to be cast, so an Ally and a Magnus, due to closeness, are going to have to roll for me a dexterity save in order to have the damage from this. Dex is a 16 to take half damage. That's a 20.
Just got a nice sad
22.
face.
22.
22, you're going to take half damage. Magnus, what have you rolled?
19.
On a 19. Okay. Did you also forget from your character sheet you have an extra +1 to your AC?
I have a +1.
Did you forget when we were crafting your character? You have an extra +1 to your AC.
Yes, apparently I did.
Just keep that in mind for the future, okay? Okay, so you did not quite manage to make the challenge. One of you did. So Allie is able to like remove her daggers and fling herself backwards in order to have the damage. A giant ball of earth crashes from the back of this monster into the ground right next to you, doing splash damage as a result, Magnus. You are taking, and let me get my 3d6. The dice were happy. I rolled 3 ones on 3d6. You take 3 points of bludgeoning damage as some of the shrapnel from the nearby boulder breaks off and pelts you.
And how much damage do I take, good sir?
You took half damage. Since you can't technically take a half damage of 3, you are taking 1 point of damage.
I just kind of stand up and I just look and I just dust my shoulder off. That all you got?
Because you verbally assaulted the creature, you activate Hellish Rebuke. What is your passive armor class, Allie, if memory serves correctly?
It is 15.
15. Okay. So as you have insulted it, you see the creature almost become offended because wyverns are very proud creatures, and you see it release an almost green glowing ball of blackened flame your way, known as Hellish Rebuke. Oh, that matches. That's a 15 on the armor class. It is going to hit.
Trying to flip it off.
That's going to hit, and you're not getting reduced damage from this one, Smarty. 11 points of necrotic damage.
Well, I take half, I think.
This is necrotic. You have to see if you're resistant to necrotic.
I'm
If
immune
so-
to necrotic. So I take half.
Yes, you will be taking half. So we will round that up to 6.
Yep.
So 7 points of damage for the full onslaught. Oh, that is beautiful. We come to our third person for the day. Niram, you just watched the creature release a ball of fire at your ally, who, though taking some damage from it, like literally their outer garb is still smoldering. They are standing, but this creature is very, very pissed off.
Aw, isn't that cute? It has feelings. I cast Eldritch Blast.
So anyway, I started blasting. Oh man, roll for me your damage with Eldritch Blast.
I got a nat 20.
Ooh, double that damage. Everybody's
Ooh.
getting lucky with the double damage tonight. Oh my goodness.
First one, it is a 10.
Beautiful.
Second one, it is a 6. And the
So, okay, 32 points of damage so far.
final one is going to be a 7.
32 and 14 would be 46.
Yep.
46 points of damage, and you can see that some of the roots are like on fire and smoldering from your beams. You've managed to like blast a hole in one of the wings. This creature is not happy at all.
Oh, look at that. Who's a little rude bitch?
What is your armor class again, Niram?
Let me check, because I know me talking shit a lot is gonna kick me in the ass.
In D&D, always be prepared.
Where is it at? I think it was like, no, it couldn't be a 15.
If you look at your main character sheet on the main page, it should say AC up in the corner.
I'm trying to find it right now.
That's always a good sign.
No, it is not.
We'll call it a 15 for now, and you can correct me later when you find it, okay?
Yeah.
All right. So, as you've been insulting this creature after you hit it with the Eldritch Blast, it whips its tail around you, releasing a hail of spikes. So each spike is going to do an individual roll. 3 spikes are heading towards you. Armor class is a 15. Each one must overcome the 15 in order to hit, right? Just making sure everybody knows what's going on and it's all fair. Okay?
Mhm.
This is an ability I created called Thorn Cannon. First one is going to be a 15. That's going to be a hit. Second one's a nat 1. That's a fail. And the third one's a nat 1. Oh, boy. Okay. So one of them is going to hit, but the other 2 fail so bad that they backblast towards the creature, and I will deal the damage to it because it takes half damage from its own sources. But first roll. Oh, are you resistant to piercing damage by chance?
No.
Ooh, that might not be so good for you. 4d6 plus 3 on each result. So that's 6, 12, 17, 22 points of damage. Are you okay?
Yes.
You have a couple of spikes sticking out of your body there, friend. That's why I felt I had to ask.
Where is it sticking out from?
Okay, so one moment you're insulting the creature and you're watching its massive form. The next, you just look down at yourself. You've got one in your leg, you've got one in your shoulder, and you've got one pinning your cape down to the ground behind you. And it did damage on the way by. So, like, only one did damage, but the other 2 missed doing vital damage. So, like, the one on your shoulder is not, like, in the flesh. It's, like, in the flak jacket and armor. The one that's in your cape is just pinning you awkwardly, but it's not hurt. But the one that hit you in the leg, it's stuck.
Is it in the thigh or is it like in the shin? Or is it
It's
like
in the thigh, man. It's in the meat. It's right above the knee and below the hip.
I feel like great. All I could picture is like Ace Ventura.
You're near him kebab right now with a spike in the leg. And you notice that it's writhing as it's attached to you. You feel like plant life is going into your body. You might want to do something about that on your next turn.
Yeah.
Mirth, you're up next. You just watched one of your friends get hit with a hell of a hit. What are you going to do?
All right. Say, well, look at you. All hiss, no punchline. Let me fix that. And then I go swing at him. That is going to be a 16 to hit.
Oh, absolutely. Because you insulted him and the fact that it just released one of its thorns, it's got a -1 to its AC, so you do definitely hit.
Perfect. That's going to be 12 points of damage.
Oh, beautiful. 12 points ring into the creatures. You bring down Punchline to see how well it hits. Do you think the joke stuck?
Oh, yeah. It definitely found its mark.
Almost like it hit home, huh? So you swing that mace and you smack it. And you almost hear like the sound of metal on wood as you hit this wyvern. And it's just like a deep thudding noise rings out into the forest as a result of the impact.
Sweet. That's my turn.
Beautiful. Magnus, you are on deck, my friend. How do you take in the situation before you? This creature is definitely responding in various ways. It's not happy. He's been beaten all over the bush. I think it just took a punchline to the face. What do you want to do?
Could I take off its head?
You want to try and behead the creature?
No, not even just behead it. I'm going to grab it by its spine and rip it out.
Oh, okay. I would say you're going to have to use your strength stat for that. In order to literally do this to the creature, you're going to have to pull a 20 or higher.
Christ. All right, let's see.
Creature is not at 10% HP or less, so I cannot easily give a death blow. You are attempting to death blow in the mid of combat. You got to have a high challenge.
24.
Oh, shit, you hit. On that 24, I'm going to let you describe it, okay? I will mute, and I will give you the floor. As you have managed to critically success, please Tell the world how you dispatch of this wooden wyvern.
So I'm dashing right in its face. It's gonna go for a haymaker with its right arm. I'm gonna flash step behind him while he's throwing the haymaker. I'm going to dig my gauntlets into the back of his neck, right? And then and then I'm going to rip it out while jumping back because this thing dash off of its neck, ripping it out as I'm dashing away. And then as soon as I get the full spine out, I'm looking him in the eyes as his brain slowly shutting off, saying he should not have messed with my herb gathering. And then
as you pull the head off and you rip the bones back, you hear a demented pop, 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 pop with every vertebrae as that head just gets ripped back, the spine pulled out of the body. You're watching the life leave this entity. You have defeated this part of the creature. Its body begins to go slack and begins to pulsate in unusual ways. You have taken out the head to control the body, but much like a snake, the body can live without the head for a little amount of time. Congratulations on slaying the creature, but what is your armor class?
Class is 13. Am I done for?
Oh no, you have triggered something known as Dark Revival.
Fuck is that?
As you have brought the creature's life points down to 0, and you have killed the main body, black like tendrils burst from the mane of the body, and you literally see rot and decay rise as the entity that was once a wooden wyvern is being risen through unusual means to become a skeletal wyvern in its place.
Dear God.
You see almost rotted wood like bone, no longer flesh hanging, bits of moss. Everything that could be a part of nature is now clung to this thing as black tendrils slowly manifest into limbs, no longer winged, only holding 2 large front paws and 2 smaller ones in the back. Everything it touches begins to rot and decay in its presence. The very ground around you begins to die. Congratulations.
I hit the
Phase 2.
Could I hit the emote that I just sent in PC chat and slowly like walk away from it?
You take the disengage action with your hands up.
Yeah.
Like, oh shit, my bad. That is perfect. You start backing away very slowly, keeping to the only good parts of the ground that aren't rotted. Oh, that is so good. Oh, that is so good. Allie, it is your turn after watching the former wooden wyvern get completely eviscerated by your ally, only to watch its corpse rise with a writhing mass of undead bone and tendril-like structures. You recognize this rot a little bit as it was coming from your former ally, Ivan, in your previous encounter.
At this point, I think I'm kind of... Has it been... Is this still turn? Is this turn 2 or is this turn 3? Which is it?
This is now officially turn 3.
Oh, heck yeah.
So your healing kicks back in. Remember, the healing activated when you initially got there, and then you had a second turn of doing combat from on top of its back.
So I can go ahead and roll a d6?
Yes, you can roll a d6 in order to retrieve some of the health you have taken.
All right, I'm doing it now.
Here comes a 1.
Yeah.
If it's actually a 1, I'm going to laugh so hard.
I got actually, I healed 2 points.
Okay. All right. I split the deal. I'm half laughing. But
I'm gonna attack this thing.
How are you choosing to attack it? With physical combat or
Am I behind
Just
it?
so I'm aware. Yeah, you're definitely behind it, all right. You thought this thing was taken care of as it starts moving its writhing, half-dead form towards the others.
Does it still have the damage it took? Or is it
Oh, no.
So it's renewed its HP then?
It's a completely different HP pool, because this is a completely different creature that has been spawned from the remains of the wyvern.
Okay. I'm gonna do scent target.
All right. You smell a lot of rot and decay and evil, but absolutely, you've locked on scent.
And I'm gonna hold on. Let me see if I actually hit this thing.
Armor class of the newly arisen creatures is 17.
Okay. Oh yeah, 21.
Oh, you're going to be able to hit it, no problem. In fact, because you hit over the 20, you are getting a crit.
I'm doing a sneak attack.
Ooh, all right.
So let's see. I'm gonna do.
This is fun indeed.
I did 19 damage to it.
Oh, absolutely. On that 19 points of damage, so did you use a spell or did you just do physical damage, brawling it, like hitting it?
I stabbed it.
All right, so you stab your knife, short sword to others, knife to you, into one of the bone like protrusions, right? And you notice you snap it off as it falls to the ground. It is a type of wood that you know to be called bone wood. It is very hollow, very brittle. Your blades easily sink in and do damage, and you see putrescent rot leak behind from where you stabbed it. As if the very blood this thing is holding from is made from rot and decay itself.
I look at the others and I say, this thing really isn't that hard to kill. I say we tear it up.
Beautiful. Is there any other actions you wish to take, or do we pass turn?
I pass turn.
Mycella, you're on deck. You watched the previous wooden wyvern fall, only to rise as a putrescent mass of bone and death and rot. How do you take in the new target? Your previous mark faded when this new creature rose, so you do have that available as a free action again if you wish to use it.
Yeah, I want to Hunter's Mark it again.
Easily done. A glowing rune that is very personal to you appears on the creature, and you have advantage, as while it has disadvantage and cannot hide from you.
And I want to shoot at it.
Please be my guest.
18 to hit.
You're going to hit it. Armor class is already a 17, but it's got disadvantage due to, your mark. So absolutely, you're going to hit it.
17 damage.
Beautiful. 17 damage sinks in. The arrow kind of starts, sinking in and being pulled in by the body, and you hear an almost smoldering hiss as the very rot starts to affect the wood of the arrow and eats it alive. Do you have any other actions you wish to take?
No, I will pass on my turn.
It's the creature's turn. I'm going to have to select a target. We have 5 players here, so that will be a d6 minus 1. Mirth, your number was rolled. An almost eerie sense of dread washes over you as the miasmic mass of bone and rot rears back. A hole in the center of its body opens, and a blob of black putrescent sludge starts to fly towards you. What is your armor class?
19.
Oh, this is going to be a hard one. Creature's rolling hard. And that one! Rolling hard right into a ditch. So the mass of black starts to fly towards you and barely travels a foot before it splatters uselessly on the ground. You notice, though, that where it landed, it is eating a hole in the ground. If any of its attacks manage to hit you, it could eat your flesh.
I'll look at it and say, you'll have to do better than that, swamp snot, darling.
As you insult it, it gets offended and rears back, releasing hellish rebuke.
I deserve
Armor
it.
class is the 19. Oh, here we go again. That's a 20 for the DM. Holy crap.
Great.
Oh, here we go. Necrotic damage. Here we come. 10 points of necrotic damage to you, Mr. Mirth.
Got it.
I think its own punchline might have hit. Did you get the joke?
Oh, that one stuck.
Oh, that will bring us to our third player. Niram, what do you do, my friend?
I still have the thing in my thigh, right?
Could you repeat that? Your audio blipped.
I still have that thing in my thigh, correct?
Yes, it is still very much sticking out of your thigh. It has not magically disappeared.
I look down at it. I look at the new creature that's in front of me. You were prettier when you were alive. Damn, this shirt hurts. When in doubt, Eldritch Blast. I cast Eldritch Blast.
Anyway, you start blasting. Here we go. Take 2. Roll for me that beautiful damage.
Nat 20.
Oh, beautiful. Double damage on your first beam.
First beam is a
Guaranteed.
6.
Okay, so that's 12.
Second beam, a 5.
That's a 10. So here's
third beam?
22.
And third beam is a 6.
32 and 12 would be oh god, my brain. 32 and 12. 44 again. You did 42 the first time, 44 the second time. Those blasts are adding up. So you have literally blasted holes through the writhing mass of body with your Eldritch Blast. Like, you can see the glow stalks behind it, even the half battle hardened faces of your allies. The holes are not sealing up; they are staying in the body, and you can see black ooze dripping all throughout it. You can even see what appears to be small hand-like structures moving inside the mass, trying to connect it all together.
How low is the damage for the monster?
In terms of how much HP it has, or how much damage it can
Yes.
output?
No, how much HP does it have left?
DM normally does not release that information, but I will allow you to do an investigation to see if you can tell that yourself through natural intuition. The challenge to beat will be a 17.
19.
On a 19, you are able to see that this creature is sitting at about 3/4 health.
Okay. I want to cast Hex.
Please explain what Hex does, in case some of our other players may not be as familiar.
Hex, pretty much, I could cast Hexing on its either Strength, Intelligence, Charisma, pretty much everything that we have. I could cast a Hex on it, and it decreases it.
Okay, and which stat are you choosing to decrease via Hex?
It's Strength.
Oh, so it's strength stat directly.
Yes, it directly to the Strength.
All right, so how low or how many points do I reduce off of my creature temporarily?
It would be, it's a 1d6, so you'll be decreasing it by 6.
Ooh, creature goes down to a 14 strength. Ooh,
and I will end my turn.
Great, but I can work with that. Beautiful. Mirth, you're up.
Well, I look at this son of a bitch again, and I just swing the punchline right at his stupid face. And that's going to be a 22 to hit.
Oh, yeah, double that damage. Bring the punchline. Knock it dead with that joke.
What's happening here? 7. That's 16 plus 5. That's 21 points of damage.
21 points of damage. You very easily swing and you crack that thing across the body, and you can hear that thud through the bones after, just that hit. It takes it hard. All right, it literally drops down to one knee as you manage to leave it temporarily prone from the amount of damage it's taken.
Perfect.
Anything else you wish to do?
No, that's it. That's my turn.
Beautiful. In between these little moments, after all the excitement of firing off arrows and putting as much of their energy as they could into it, Mycella finds himself weakened and needing to recover. They lean against one of the glow stalks out of sight, hoping to remain off of the enemy's radar as they try to recover their strength. And our team passes to Magnus. Magnus, you're on deck.
I'm gonna hit you with a long one here.
You gonna hit me with a long one? I'm gonna hit you with an I'm listening.
All right, so pose I just put in VC chat. I'm going to take that stance, and I'm going to hit him with a Virgil-like judgment cut. Oh wait, no. First, I'd like to channel Fire Element, and
Understandable.
And I'd like to focus it only to my cause. Focus as much fire as I can, only to my cause. And do you know Virgil from DMC?
I am familiar with them. We are not sponsored, but I am familiar with the character. Yes.
So I hit the bone dragon with, not dragon, wyvern with a Virgil judgment cut like attack, and then pose off like, hold on, after I get done, then demolishing him with a judgment cut, I end off posing like that.
So after you hit him with this emblazoned attack, this enhanced fist, I need you to roll for me over its armor class and then hit me for the amount of damage. And since you're channeling fire, which you did as a free action, you can add that additional damage dice to your end result.
Second, 24.
Oh, double the damage, please. Hit me with a double that damage.
Holy, hold on.
And you also double the amount of damage from the fire additional as well. Keep that in mind. So it's all damage that you apply gets doubled.
How much does the fire do? I forgot.
Fire should deal an additional 1d6 base, so this will be 2d6.
1 second. That's plus 1, plus 3, that's plus 4. So 48 plus 1. That's 50. That's 52.
52 points of damage is taken to this creature, and you have blown a large chunk of the body off. You can see that there's bone and flesh sticking out, and it's literally making the ground hiss as it eats away at it by its very presence. The creature is not down, but it is hurt.
I mean, that's all I really have to do so I can pass her.
Understandable. Yep. Thank you. That'll bring us back.
Y'all can finish it from here.
Allie, you're up on the docket.
I am ready.
What do you got for me?
I'm going to hit it with both my knives this time. So that's basically really all I'm going to do at this point.
Understandable.
So I rolled a 25 on the first hit and a 26 on the second hit.
Oh, shit. You're just going to be doubling both knives damage. So go ahead and start doing your calculations. Hit me with that trigonometry of pain.
Oh, yeah. And I rolled the D6 as well, and I got 6 points back.
Oh, hell yeah. So you're literally only 1 point of damage in now because you had 7. Whereas one of your other allies is literally hurting bad and on their last leg. It's D&D. Couldn't get any better.
Actually, I fully healed, so...
Oh, you fully healed. Yeah, I know. Somebody else in the party is.
Yeah. So, let's see here. The damage. Give me just 1 minute. 28 damage.
Oh, yeah. 28 points of damage is going to rip into this creature with no issues. And as your knives kind of pass through the body, you rip off another hunk. Another massive chunk falls and slides with a slushy, goopy noise to the ground. This creature is in bad shape at this stage. Creature's in very bad shape at this stage.
I would also like to disengage.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. You take the disengage action, which gives you bonus on dexterity saves. As Mycella is needed to recover their energies, we pass over to Niram. So, my good man, how do you address the monster before you and what's left of its gumption? Niram?
Yes.
There you are. It is your turn, my friend.
I Eldritch Blasted again.
If it ain't broke twice, third time's just as nice. Let's see if you can double your damage.
19.
It's not a 20 or higher, so you can't get double damage, but you'll get the initial damage for each beam.
Ooh. 6.
So 6.
4.
10.
And 6.
16. It eats those blasts, and you're knocking off some chunks of bone. And as you do, you notice that there's a small object in the very center of the body. Scaly. Round, almost.
What is my strength? It's a 10. I want to run towards it and try grabbing what's inside of it.
All right. The challenge to beat in order to grab the orb within the center of the chest will be a 15.
16.
On a 16, you're very easily able to run up and grab the orb. As soon as your hand makes contact with it, roll for me a dexterity save. That's a 17 from the DM.
That's a nat 20 for me.
You have no problem pulling the orb out and jumping back as a large tendril of black tries to reach out and grab it. You are bare inches away from its grasp before you manage to get out of range. Held in your hands is an almost egg-like structure, covered in hardened plates. You notice it's a dull coppery color, and it's fairly heavy. The body starts to act erratically now that it's no longer in possession of this item. You see it begins to move in unusual ways and makes an opportunity of attack on its nearest enemy. Based on position, die roll. Allie, the entity has chosen you as the nearest enemy.
Oh boy.
You see a large blackened limb start flying out your way with bits of bone and protruding flesh attached to it. It is trying to clobber you with this limb. Your armor class is a 15, I believe?
Yes.
That's a 17 from the DM, so it's not a crit, but it's definitely going to hit. I need my 2d8. Just a moment, because upon hit, there are upon hit effects. So first is the damage. Since you'll be taking half damage from bludgeoning, aware you're taking half of this damage.
Yep.
That's 16. That's max on 2d8, so that will put that 8 damage you're taking.
Okay.
Upon taking this damage, you realize that part of the goo has been left behind on you. It starts to harden very quickly. You now have reduced movement. You can only run up to 30 foot, you can move up to 20 foot, and you have disadvantage on your dexterity saves.
Wow.
You know this to be oaken chains.
Turn up the damage here.
Mirth, you're up next.
Can I take the thing out of Allie's hand and try and smash it with punchline, please?
Wait, you want to try and take the thing out of
Well,
Allie's hand?
I'm sorry, out of Narum's hand.
Oh, Niram's hand. You want to try and take the object
Niram.
that's in Niram's hand? Okay.
Yeah.
Niram, your passive dexterity is a 16, I think. Like, I think that's your dexterity stat. Am I correct? Paging Dr. Niram.
Sorry.
That's all right. What is your dexterity?
My dexterity, it is... Where the hell is it at? Oh, 14.
Okay, so the challenge in order to try and grab the orb out of Niram's hand is a 14.
Should be 15.
You have just enough strength to nab that copper orb out of Niram's hand, and their eyes just kind of like slowly blinking as they register the loss of the weight. And you're going to use it to smash the bone wyvern over the head.
No, I'm going to drop it on the ground and use smash it with punchline.
Oh, you're gonna golf serve this thing.
Oh yeah, I'm destroying this.
Oh man. Board. I'm going to have to say that's an automatic 18 challenge in order to pull this maneuver off, and I pray you do, please.
I do not. Yeah, 12.
What did you roll? You rolled a 12. Does anybody have guidance? The moment where you ask the group, does anyone have guidance or inspiration?
I wish I did, but I don't.
I'm afraid no. As you go to hit this coppery orb with punchline, the reverberations go back up your whole body. You start vibrating in place from the sheer amount of force. You could not jettison it towards the enemy, but it is on the ground now, and it made the most.
Well, no, I didn't want to hit it towards the enemy. I just wanted to crush it with punchline.
Oh, okay. So as you bring punchline down, you hear this almost perfect clarity bell chime bong noise. Almost so clear that it leaves a little imprint in the ground behind it from the amount of force you hit it. Perfect. But it did not do much.
Fair enough.
Oh, that is good. Magnus, it's on you.
You guys didn't kill it yet?
What do you got, Punchy Man?
Punchy Man? How damaged is the core right now?
The core itself, which is on the ground not far from Mirth, is in very perfect contact, but the body of the monster itself is in bad condition. It is barely hanging on, using the last of its energies to lash out almost instinctively at this point.
So they're separated right now, the core and the main body.
Yes. Very correct.
All right. I'd like to dash for the core and like get out of the main body's reach before I try to like destroy it with my claws.
I understand entirely. Strength check in order to pick up the orb at this point because you're disengaging from the enemy to run. Going to be a 16 or higher in order to grab the orb off the ground.
Alrighty. Let's see here. 15. God damn it.
Though you have been juiced and you have been dealing massive amounts of damage, you are feeling the fatigue. And as you go to pick up this coppery orb, you just cannot seem to get enough purchase on it with your claws. Like they're sliding across its surface, not letting you get any type of purchase of grip. Though you try valiantly, you cannot manage to grab the core. But you have gotten out of its damage range.
All right. Could I like... As my hands slip off, could I like... kick it in the direction I'm going?
I'll say it's a 17 or higher in order to make the thing move by kicking it.
Alrighty. Let's see.
It's a heavy copper orb, okay?
Makes sense. 1 second. 25.
So you couldn't grab it with your claws, you're scratching it, you're making noises, you get so pissed off you power kick this damn thing, and there's almost like a shock wave that appears as your foot makes contact. You see a glowing imprint of your boot as this thing just starts rocketing towards the body of the monster. I need you, because of the amount of force you put into this, to roll for me 6d6 of bludgeoning damage.
Wait, is it gonna be on me?
No, it's towards the enemy. You kick the orb.
God.
Like, you power kick this thing, and you see, like, a little shockwave appear behind it as you kick it. Like I said, you left the imprint of your boot on this orb as you send it flying towards the body with a Hail Mary kick from hell.
So do I add the D6s along with my damage?
Yeah, you do.
Strength? Okay.
Yeah, you do.
So
roll your basic damage for your claws in this case, because, yeah.
That's 45 damage right there.
45 damage. The ball goes flying into the center of the body, and you just see bits and pieces go raining into the sky. There is burning and smoldering viscera that smells of rot raining down everywhere, melting parts of the glow stalk, melting parts of the ground, melting parts of the general shrubbery and small creatures that are running in fear. The body has been completely obliterated by this copper ball slamming into it. There is nothing left but the copper ball in its place. You guys have defeated your first official boss.
Happy days.
And there's only one thing left to do. Everyone gets to do their loot roll.
Die.
You what?
My fucking thigh.
Okay, we will go in our initial turn order, okay, to see what you guys roll for your loot as we ended that part of combat with Magnus. So, we will start with Allie first. I will roll my 2 loot dice to tell you what you have gained. You have gained 2 vials of bone wyvern blood and a vial of wood wyvern poison.
Nice.
Marcella is currently still resting, recovering, so we will roll for her. Make sure somebody notes this down for them, okay? Please and thank you. They have gained 1 eternity mushroom, which is as large as they are, and they managed to find a small golden satchel that's full of coins. They got 5 golden coins. I don't know what she's going to do with that mushroom. It's just going to be sitting there with her while she's resting, okay? But it's as big as she is. She'll have to address that. Oh, man. Niram for sending so many Eldritch Blasts. Ooh, you're going to pick up a gold pouch that has 10 gold pieces in it. And that's not all, my friend. You find a very unusual item. This appears to be an elven-style short sword. Though you have no proficiencies in wielding it right now, make sure you add it to your inventory. All right. Oh, beautiful. Now allow me to roll for Mirth. Ooh, okay, Mirth. You're going to find that there's 2 bottles of what is known as Camberan rum. Very old. Very, very old. And you find a cracked pendant on the ground. Do you choose to inspect it?
Absolutely.
Roll for me better than a nat 1.
19.
On a 19, as you're turning to lock it over, you see that it's very, very intricate one, almost as if like a higher nobleman would own it. As you click open the top, it pops open slowly, and you see that there's a young couple on the inside of the cover, and an inscription. To the one I love most, Richard Davis.
Thank you.
You have found a quest item, my friend. Please put that in your
Woohoo.
inventory.
Got it.
Magnus, the man of many fists. Let's see what loot you have garnered for all of your punching and your power kick.
That's my Kaiser impact right there.
Ooh. You find a pair of battle-hardened robes. This will allow you to gain an additional +1 to your AC. And you find 2 minor healing potions. They're good for regaining 2d10 health.
Real quick, who's the one that got something stuck in their thigh?
That would be Niram. They are literally sitting with a spike from the wooden wyvern in their leg. They've been literally blasting while incapacitated.
I just snatch that out and like pop one open and just pour it on. Pour it in there.
Ah!
You rip the spike out. It does no additional damage on the way. But you guys are taking some time for a short rest. We'll say that an hour passes from the moment where you collect up all your loot and you beat the living crud out of this putrid wyvern, right? As you are slowly collecting yourselves, healing your wounds, preparing to make out, Allie, an unusual scent crosses your senses. It's almost burning to you, almost like it's unnatural. It's not meant to be there. It's not amongst all the scents of the forest that makes sense to you. It smells of oil and iron. You can hear clanking and clacking of parts upon parts. Do you choose to do an insight?
Yes.
Roll for me. Better than a 6.
16.
On a 16, as you've been hearing the clacking of metal, the smell of iron, your eyes look over to the body of Ivan, whose restraints are being pulled apart as his body is thrashing and writhing in his unconscious state. The mouth is moving rapidly, but no sound is coming out. The eyes are rolling in the skull. Sweat is beading off of the forehead. Do you choose to help?
Yes.
As you approach the body of Ivan and it starts to thrash, you see the eyes suddenly snap open wide, not seeing you, but staring at you. And a disembodied voice rings out through the clearing. I have what you seek.
Of course you do.
Do you pay the price?
What's the price?
1 soul for another.
Yes. Take mine.
As you attempt to say, take mine, Nasha, reaching into her little satchel, pulls forth the glowing soul gem. With an almost negligent toss, they fling it out towards the entity. You see it freeze in the air before you. And as you feel almost like your soul is about to be pulled from your body, the process stops as the gem glows ominously in the air. The price has been paid. You see a swirling, writhing mass of black appear in the forest. You hear the sounds of nature mute out. There's a sudden flash of the stars in the night sky. And when you blink, there is another Ivan before you. For once there was one Ivan, now there are 2. One of the body, flesh held tight, restraints cracked but barely held in place. The other is a spectral entity, floating next to the body, unresponsive, but you can see them clear as day.
Ivan.
The spiritual eyes half literally open. I know one by this name. Why do you call for Ivan?
She has no words.
The ghost lingers, the spirit, if you will, just kind of next to the body, the two being forced to exist in a connected but disconnected state. The uneasy feeling leaves the clearing. The stars become brighter, the sounds of nature drone back in. You have two pieces of a puzzle. It's as you are taking in the sight before you. Our perspective will pop to the sleeping Mycella, laying against one of the glow stalks, slowly taking in bits of light from the stalks themselves. She appears to almost be resting peacefully. For a moment, no sounds can be heard. Everything is quiet. Everything is peaceful. Until Allie, you notice that the spirit slowly fuses back into the body of Ivan. Though there is no physical reaction from the body, the heart rate evens out. The pace of the breathing becomes steady. And on the back of your hand is a glowing black mark.
What?
Could you repeat that? Your audio blipped.
Shit.
Do you choose to investigate the mark on your hand?
I do.
Roll for me better than a 17.
That is a shoot. That's a 15. I didn't get it.
On a 15, you do not understand the nature of the mark, but you can feel with an almost dread that something is now keeping watch of you, taking interest in your every move, and almost as if you can hear it, but just at the edge of your mind that you believe it to be an illusion, you hear a raspy laugh and a message just at the border of your ears. Nash ain't the only one's got a deal on this plane. You and me, little Miss Wolfcoil, we're gonna have ourselves a real fun time. And as you hear the last words of fun time, an explosion off in the distance of the glowstalk forest is heard, as Stockston is alight in fire. And that is where we end our session.